There are moments in history when the world holds its breath, poised at the edge of a new chapter. 2025 is such a moment, and the winds of change are stirring the hearts of many. But change does not come by accident. It arrives through the hands and hearts of those who are called. Those we may call the chosen ones. Who are the chosen ones? They are not those who claim power or demand recognition, but those who recognize a higher call to serve and to lead. Their greatness lies not in their strength, but in their humility, not in their certainty, but in their courage to act despite uncertainty. To be chosen is not to be exalted, but to be entrusted. The weight of this trust demands that one grows in wisdom, compassion, and resolve. The change that is coming is not gentle, nor will it be easy. The world stands at the crossroads of immense challenge and opportunity. Shadows of fear, division, and despair threaten to dim the light of hope. Yet, in the midst of this turmoil, there is a promise, a whisper that the old ways of selfishness and strife can be left behind. This change will demand more than adaptation. It will demand transformation. But transformation begins within. The chosen ones must first confront their own hearts, shedding the fears and prejudices that hinder them. They must cultivate a vision that sees beyond the present, imagining a world not as it is, but as it could be. It is this vision that will sustain them when the path grows dark, when the weight of their calling seems unbearable. Let us not underestimate the power of the chosen. Though they may be few, their influence can ripple through generations. They are the bridge between what is and what ought to be. They remind us that while change may be inevitable, progress is not. It is the fruit of toil, sacrifice, and steadfast hope. B. To the chosen ones of 2025, I say this: rise. The world needs your courage, your wisdom, your faith. Stand firm against the tide of despair and be the heralds of a new dawn. The change is coming, and it is your task to shape it, not for yourselves, but for all who will come after. History will not remember you for your titles or possessions, but for the lives you touched, the wrongs you made right, and the love you poured into a weary world. Let this be your legacy. Let this be your calling. The future awaits, and it is brighter than you can imagine. The nature of being chosen. To be among the chosen is not a matter of privilege or status, but a profound responsibility. It is a calling that transcends personal ambition, beckoning individuals to rise above their own limitations and serve a purpose greater than themselves. This calling does not seek the loudest voice or the most commanding presence. Instead, it whispers to those who listen with their hearts, compelling them to act with courage, wisdom, and selflessness. The chosen ones are often unassuming in their demeanor, yet their impact is undeniable. They do not wear their title as a badge of honor, but as a reminder of the trust placed upon them. The essence of being chosen lies not in claiming superiority, but in embracing humility. It requires acknowledging one's flaws, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities, for it is through these imperfections that true strength emerges. This calling demands moral courage, the kind that allows one to stand firm in the face of adversity. It is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be governed by it. The chosen are those who confront their fears, understanding that bravery is not the eradication of doubt, but the willingness to act despite it. Their actions are guided by a moral compass, pointing them toward justice, kindness, and integrity. At the heart of this role is an unwavering commitment to service. The chosen are not called to rule, but to serve, to uplift others rather than seek personal gain. They embody the principle that greatness is measured not by the power one holds, but by the good one does with it. This service is not limited to grand gestures, but is evident in the small, often unseen acts of kindness and compassion that ripple outward to touch lives. Wisdom is another cornerstone of the chosen. It is not the wisdom of academic achievement or intellectual superiority, but the deep, quiet understanding that comes from reflection, experience, and a willingness to learn. This wisdom allows them to navigate the complexities of their calling, discerning the right path, even when it is not the easiest or most popular one. They recognize that true leadership is not about dictating answers, but about asking the right questions and inspiring others to seek the truth. The chosen are also defined by their resilience. The path they walk is seldom smooth. It is fraught with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Yet they persevere, drawing strength from their belief in the greater purpose they serve. This resilience is not just a personal attribute, but a beacon of hope for those who follow. It reassures others that even in the face of adversity, progress is possible, and light can overcome darkness. Still, perhaps the most defining trait of the chosen is their ability to inspire. They do not seek followers, instead they cultivate leaders. Their actions and words ignite a spark in others, encouraging them to rise to their own potential and embrace their own callings. They understand that the measure of their success lies not in their own accomplishments, but in the legacy of hope, courage, and transformation they leave behind. The chosen are not without flaws or failures. They stumble, they falter, and they sometimes question their own worthiness. But these moments of struggle are what make them relatable and human. They remind us that being chosen does not mean being perfect. It means being willing to grow, to learn from mistakes, and to rise again after every fall. The responsibility of being chosen is heavy, but it is also profoundly fulfilling. It requires a balance of strength and vulnerability, vision and humility, action and reflection. Those who embrace this calling do so not for recognition or reward, but because they cannot ignore the voice within that calls them to make a difference. The nature of being chosen is not about destiny, but about choice. It is about choosing to answer the call, to take up the mantle of responsibility, and to dedicate oneself to a cause greater than oneself. It is about recognizing that every step taken in service of others is a step toward a better world, a brighter future, and a legacy that will endure far beyond one's own time. The inevitability of change. Change is the fundamental law of existence, an ever-present force that shapes the fabric of reality. It cannot be halted, ignored, or resisted for long. While some may view change as disruptive or unsettling, it is in truth the catalyst for growth and renewal. 2025 marks a moment in time when the currents of change are not merely ripples, but powerful tides, sweeping through every aspect of life and calling for adaptation and transformation. To understand the inevitability of change, one must first recognize its dual nature. On the one hand, it brings discomfort as it challenges the status quo and forces individuals and societies to confront what they have grown accustomed to. On the other hand, it holds immense potential. offering opportunities to create, improve, and evolve. The tension between these two aspects is where transformation begins. Change is not a passive phenomenon that occurs without our involvement. It is both external and internal, unfolding in the world around us and within us. External change may take the form of technological advancements, shifting political landscapes, or evolving societal norms. These are the visible markers of progress, yet they often spark uncertainty and fear. People cling to what is familiar, as it provides a sense of stability, even when it no longer serves them. Internal change, however, is more profound. It is the quiet revolution of the mind and heart, the process of re-evaluating beliefs, values, and priorities. This inner transformation is the foundation upon which meaningful external change is built. Without it, progress becomes superficial, a mere rearrangement of the surface, rather than a rearrangement of the core. In 2025, the inevitability of change is particularly evident as the world faces complex challenges and opportunities. From the climate crisis to social justice movements, from breakthroughs in artificial intelligence to redefined notions of community, the landscape is shifting rapidly. These changes demand not just passive observation, but active participation. It is not enough to wait for the storm to pass. One must learn to navigate it. The resistance to change is natural, yet it often stems from a misunderstanding of its purpose. Change is not an enemy to be vanquished, but a teacher to be embraced. It reveals the cracks in old systems and the limitations of outdated ways of thinking. It urges us to let go of what no longer serves us and to imagine what could be. While it may dismantle the familiar, it also lays the groundwork for something new, something better. In embracing change, preparation is key. This does not mean predicting every twist and turn of the journey, but cultivating the mindset and skills to adapt. Flexibility, curiosity, and resilience are essential. Those who approach change with a spirit of openness and a willingness to learn are better equipped to thrive in its wake. They understand that change is not a threat, but a challenge, an invitation to grow and contribute to the unfolding story of humanity. And Scott. Faith is another crucial element in navigating change. It is not blind optimism or naive hope, but a deep-seated belief in the possibility of a brighter future. Faith allows us to move forward even when the path is unclear, trusting that our efforts are meaningful and that the unknown holds promise. It gives us the courage to take risks, to innovate, and to dream beyond the limitations of the present. Change also calls for collective effort. While individual transformation is vital, the most significant shifts occur when people come together with a shared vision and purpose. Collaboration, empathy, and mutual support are the pillars of meaningful change. They remind us that while the journey may be challenging, we are not alone. Together we can face the uncertainties of the future with strength and determination. It is important to acknowledge that change is not always linear or predictable. Progress often comes with setbacks, and growth is accompanied by growing pains. Yet these challenges are not signs of failure, but indicators of movement. They remind us that transformation is a process, one that requires patience, perseverance, and grace. The inevitability of change is a reminder of our capacity to shape the future. While we cannot control every aspect of what lies ahead, we can choose how we respond. By embracing change with courage, wisdom, and faith, we become active participants in the story of our time. shaping a world that reflects our highest aspirations. The role of chosen in shaping the future. The chosen ones are not mere spectators in the grand narrative of change. They are its architects and catalysts. They are individuals who recognize the weight of their calling and the impact of their actions on the world around them. Their role in shaping the future is one of responsibility, vision, and relentless commitment to progress, even in the face of uncertainty and resistance. Central to the role of the chosen is their ability to inspire hope. Hope is not a passive emotion, but a powerful force that propels people forward, even in the darkest times. The chosen ones embody this hope through their words, actions, and unwavering belief in the possibility of a better tomorrow. They act as beacons, guiding others through the challenges of the present toward the promise of the future. Their hope is not blind optimism, but a grounded determination to find solutions and create opportunities where none seem to exist. The chosen also serve as visionaries, capable of seeing beyond the immediate struggles to the broader possibilities that lie ahead. They are not confined by the limitations of the present, but are driven by a clear and compelling vision of what could be. This vision is not an abstract ideal, but a practical roadmap that guides their actions and decisions. It provides direction in moments of doubt and serves as a rallying point for others to unite and contribute to a shared goal. Leadership is a defining aspect of the chosen one's role. However, their leadership is not characterized by domination or control, but by service and humility. They understand that true leadership is about empowering others, nurturing their potential, and creating an environment where collaboration and innovation thrive. The chosen lead by example, demonstrating integrity, compassion, and resilience in their actions. They earn trust not through words alone, but through consistent and meaningful deeds. The chosen are also bridge builders, bringing people together across divides of culture, ideology, and experience. They recognize that the challenges of the future cannot be addressed in isolation, but require collective effort and unity. By fostering dialogue and understanding, they create spaces where diverse perspectives can converge to generate creative and inclusive solutions. Their ability to build bridges strengthens communities and lays the foundation for sustainable progress. Adaptability is another critical trait of the chosen. In a world defined by rapid change and unpredictability, they are not rigid in their approaches, but remain open to new ideas and possibilities. They embrace change as an opportunity for growth and innovation, continually learning and evolving to meet the demands of their role. This adaptability allows them to navigate complexity with grace and to find paths forward even when obstacles seem insurmountable. Uncomfortable, disorientated, depressed, resistant to change and insurmountable, winding up on the road can seem unsustainable. The chosen ones are also tasked with nurturing the next generation of leaders and change makers. They understand that their impact is not measured solely by their own achievements, but by the legacy they leave behind. By mentoring, teaching, and inspiring others, they ensure that the spirit of progress and transformation endures beyond their time. They invest in the potential of others, knowing that the future depends on the collective contributions of many, not the heroics of a few. Courage is indispensable for the chosen ones, as their path is rarely easy. They must often confront opposition, skepticism, and even hostility as they challenge entrenched systems and advocate for change. This courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to persevere despite it. It is the ability to stand firm in one's convictions and to take action even when the outcome is uncertain. Their courage becomes a source of inspiration for others, encouraging them to confront their own fears and take bold steps toward progress. Ethical responsibility underpins the actions of the chosen. They are deeply aware of the consequences of their decisions and strive to act in ways that are just, equitable, and sustainable. They do not seek personal gain or recognition, but are motivated by a genuine desire to serve and uplift others. This ethical grounding ensures that their efforts are aligned with the greater good and that the changes they bring about are not only impactful, but also enduring. The chosen ones play the crucial role of storytellers. They articulate the narrative of change in a way that resonates with others, helping them to see their own place in the unfolding story. By framing challenges as opportunities and setbacks as stepping stones, they cultivate a collective sense of purpose and agency. Their storytelling connects the past, present, and future, reminding us of where we have come from, where we are, and where we are capable of going. Through their hope, vision, leadership, adaptability, and unwavering commitment to the common good, the chosen ones shape the future not as an inevitability, but as a possibility that reflects humanity's highest aspirations. They remind us that while the path may be challenging, it is also filled with potential and promise, waiting to be realized through our shared effort and determination.